I'm welcome to another live stream today. I'm just going to be playing some Fortnite, but it's only because I have internet today. And tomorrow, probably all the rest of this week, probably until like Friday-ish, I will not be live streaming because we have no internet at my house, new house. So, yes. What are you going to do, customer? I will be doing most of my challenges because I won't have that much time after we get internet to finish this. So I'm trying to do all of these. Oh, it didn't show. So
hello there guys and girls, this is Pixel and today I've got a challenge. Is basically dance on different dance floors. I thought this was going to be a tackle shot challenge because that was based on the picture that I'd seen, but it's actually not. The search between 3 votes, that was the challenge, although instead of it being right underneath the cave where I said I thought it would be, it's just on the edge of the pier right next to that position. So if you want to find that, it's on the pier by Loot Lake. But the different dance floors, there's 3 of them on the map. There's only 3 as far as I know, and you have to dance on each one. So I'll just tell you where they're at in this video. The Spooky Mansion sort of place by Pleasant Park, just to the west of it. There's one in there, there's one in Blush Factory, and there's one by Lonely Lodge. I'll put a map up on the screen, and that is basically where the dance floors are at. This is kind of a short video. I would put montage clips and stuff after this, but to be honest, I don't really need to. I did that on my previous video today, so if you want to go and check out that video, it's kind of funny because it's about the servers being offline and being hacked and stuff, and then they came up as soon as I made that public, so that was interesting. But that's where the 3 dance floors are. I just haven't got enough games to do that challenge. I've only played 1 since the update came out, so I'm going to go in the games and do the challenges now, but that is where you can find the dance floors. And if you do want to enter into a V-Bucks giveaway, then this month it is 1 sub equals 1 V-Bucks. So for every subscriber we go up, that's the amount of V-Bucks I'll give away. All you can do is like the video and comment on it, any video this month, and I'll be searching through the comments and random winners for the V-Bucks at the end of the month. So if you do want to see more gameplay and stuff like that, go watch the video I posted earlier today. Subscribe today to join the Pixel Army. I've been Pixel, you have been awesome. See you in the next video very soon.
Do you want some free V-Bucks? Yeah! If so, you can get some right now by clicking the link in the description below labeled free V-Bucks.
pretty loud that.
Let's go. What is happening? How's everybody doing today? My name is Chuck, and welcome back to a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video. Guys, here today is our show.
Come on, somebody come kill me. Jesus, I want to do all my challenges.
Super fast, super easy. Just gonna get them done as quick as possible so you guys can maximize the amount of time you are actually doing those playing the game regularly as opposed to going to all these challenges. If you guys happen to enjoy today's video if you're going to find it helpful, be sure to drop a like on it. Like rating is always greatly appreciated. Make sure you guys enter yourselves into my monthly 5,000 V-Bucks giveaway by dropping a like here on today's video, subscribing, plus turning on notifications, and commenting down below for your V-Bucks, and also let me know what you guys think. Which one do you actually think is the hardest one to be able to complete? That being said, let's hop into today's video and talk to you guys about how to be able to get all these challenges done super fast and efficiently in Fortnite Battle Royale. So to be 100% honest with you guys, these challenges really are going to be all that difficult to be able to get done super fast, and honestly maybe even up to half of these in a single game, and I'll let you guys know how to be able to do that. So I'm just going to be going in order here on how they are actually listed off. And the first of the week 8 challenges is actually going to be just
I'm going to try and make it over there
I do think you're going to be able
to see if I can get that one, and all I have to do is unflush Rashbury.
Basically, if you're looking for a vending machine to actually be able to use, there's frequently at least a good few of them in, Tilted Towers. There's a couple in Retail Row. I mean, they're really easy to be able to find. There's at least 2 to 3 of them at any given point in time. There's at least one down by the museum in Tilted, or there's one closer to the actual retail side of Retail Row. I mean, it's pretty easy to be able to find them, so all you have to do is literally use a single vending machine, and just be able to do it. It doesn't have to be a specific, rarity one. It doesn't have to be, a legendary or an epic sort of vending machine. It can just be any type of vending machine. So that's all you really have to do is just use a vending machine. So make sure you guys get that one done so you can get your hands on 5 battle stars. It's ultimately a pretty good deal for just having to essentially spend 200 wood or something like that. The next one here is actually going to kind of go a little bit hand in hand with a vending machine. So this one is going to be deal damage with explosive weapons to opponents. So you can almost knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm actually going to one of the vending machines that does deal you, let's say, an explosive like an RPG, a grenade launcher, or something like that. Because you get the RPG one from the vending machine, bam, there is your 5 stars, all that already. And you only use the 500 damage done to opponents with, whatever explosive it could be. It could be a grenade launcher, it could be an RPG, it could be C4, it could be grenade, anything else like that. Literally, it's just explosive weapon damage to opponents. You have to get 500 of it, and realistically speaking, if you're playing squads, it's going to be quite easy to get 500, explosive damage. All you have to do is literally just fire into a squad or something like that, and chances are you're going to get it done actually relatively fast. So just play some squads, go to vending machines, and we can have at least the first 2 challenges done actually very fast. This next one here is going to take a little bit of extra time, but this is actually going to be searching chests in Snobby Shores. What I actually recommend doing is jumping out all the way to either one side or the other and just making a clean sweep for it. I know they're actually really simple because a lot of the houses actually do have at least 2 to 3 chests in them at a single point in time. So if all you have to do is get 7 chests in Snobby Shores, theoretically you can actually get all the chests you really need without even having to go through all the different houses. I know I myself generally like to land on the far right side of the house there. There can be a chest in either of the garages, at least one upstairs, maybe one underneath the stairs that is actually going from upstairs down to the middle floor. So there's at least 3 chests in there alone, and if you're getting, half of them done just realistically by jumping into a single house, you already know you're going to be able to get it done as well. Just make sure you're taking your time, as I know you'll be able to probably at least find a jump pad or something out of there, and getting those challenges done, or getting this one done, is simple, as long as you actually don't really die, or have a lot of people come in and take the chest from you. I don't really think it counts if you find one that's already been opened, so just go ahead and actually find chests that you can open yourself, and maybe do this in solos or duos. That's probably my best advice. I think if you go into there with squads, you're going to have a little bit of a tough time, with all your friends wanting to go to the chest and take them from you. I don't exactly know if that's going to count, but maybe on the safe side, go into solos or duos, just so you have the maximum opportunity to get all the chests to yourself. This next one right here, which I actually made a specific video on, which is visiting the different taco shops in a single match, this one right here is going to be a little bit difficult. So I've labeled out here for you guys what is going to be the most efficient way for you guys to get all this done in a single match, because you do have to visit 3 taco shops in a single match, which it actually doesn't say it is hard, but I actually kind of personally believe it's going to be a little bit difficult just because of the fact that they're all corner spaced out. But I've actually labeled out here that these are 3 of the 5 total that you should be visiting based on where you're going to want to land. It's going to be easy enough for you to be able to do it. So as you guys know, there is actually a taco shop over a little bit by the bridge, and actually in that sort of town right there where there's a huge massive wooden chair. You guys all know what I'm talking about. It's kind of close to Flush Factory in that other sort of industrial area. All you have to do is jump out there. That is going to be the first taco shop you guys want to land at. Then you're going to want to do is just make your way past these shops a little bit over to the soccer field, and you guys are going to be able to go to that one. It's really quite simple to get from the big chair soccer field as there is a taco shop there. And realistically, you know, the soccer field isn't too far outside the center of the map, so you really shouldn't have too much of an issue doing that as well. And the last one, where there's definitely not least, is there's going to be one in Tilted Towers. It's actually kind of right close to the main buildings. You'll be able to see on top of it, right next to the green open square where there's like a huge tree in the middle. It's basically right there, and I would suggest actually doing them in the exact order: the big chair, the soccer field, and then Tilted Towers. The reason I say do not jump out the Tilted Towers first is because you're going to have to basically fight off everybody before you even get a chance to go into the taco shop, or maybe just, you know, do that all butts out of there and be able to go to the soccer field, and that's really up to you guys. But I would say that just because the circle landscape goes towards the middle of the map more often than not, I would say that, you know, you can probably afford to go to Tilted Towers last out of all of them. As far as the next one goes here, all you have to do is just get some assault rifle eliminations. I mean, that's pretty simple. It says it's going to be hard, but you just have to get 5 assault rifle eliminations. I mean, that's basically like picking up a, you know, an assault rifle like the AR-15 or like the burst AR or, you know, the scoped AR. It's literally picking up an assault rifle and then killing like 5 people. You don't have to get this done in a single match. This is just at any point in time when you actually happen to get 5 assault rifle eliminations. I mean, personally, I'm going to get that done here in a single match, because I like to drop, if I'm having a game and I make it out of like Tilted or I make it out of Pleasant Park, there's a good chance that I'm going to be dropping at least probably 7 to 10 kills, maybe like 12, 15 kills here, and if I'm playing like duos or squads, there's a pretty high, you know, likelihood for me to be able to do that. So I'll be able to get that done in a single match. That is definitely
Where is this guy?
as is the previous one, which is, you know, visit the different taco shops. But something I actually do want to cover here, which is going to be the actual treasure map type of thing, or what is resembling the treasure map chest, and is also a hard one, which is going to be the search between the boats. I did actually make a dedicated as well, but for those of you guys that have not seen that one already, we just want to be able to actually figure out how to be able to do it as fast as possible. Well, basically, it's going to be in the middle of the Loot Lake at the house. All you have to do is just jump out to the Loot Lake house, and it should just appear right out front there, or at least down on the side, or underneath. Like I said, the challenges have not yet gone live for me, and also the Fortnite servers have been down all day, so I haven't really got much of a chance to look around and see much more stuff to figure out where exactly it is, but it can only spawn in a minimum or a maximum of 1 to 3 locations, so you really shouldn't have too much of an issue, considering it just always pops up when you walk there anyways. And the Loot Lake house really isn't that big of a house. It's not like this, go jump out to like Snobby Shores and figure out where it's going. I mean, no, it's right there on the Loot Lake house. And just be careful, though. I will say that as soon as these challenges do go live, you are going to have some competition, because that is such a, you know, small space. There are going to be a lot of people jumping out to that Loot Lake house. So just kind of be on a bit of a lookout here. It could be a bit of a rough one. And also, if you do happen to get the star, make sure you don't leave the game right off the bat, because it will not actually save for you. I've done that myself, where I've actually found the star and I left the game just because I was trying to record a video and I just didn't want to have to play out the full game to be able to do it. So I had to go back and do it again. But for those of you guys that really aren't making videos or something about that, just make sure you do not leave the game, so that way it actually does count for you. The last one here is also labeled as hard for the 10 battle stars, and it's going to be Dust. This one I would suggest actually doing here in a solo or a duo. Personally, if you're playing squads, I find that there's hardly any squads and more suited for, you know, solos or duos. I mean, you could probably do 3 eliminations in
Fuck! No! What did I do? No! I'm trying to escape. It's happening.
That is going to be all the weekly here in Fortnite Battle Royale. Hope you guys happen to have found this video helpful.
I to annoy so much.
And like I said earlier, is always greatly appreciated. I hope to see you around on the channel here in the future. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. But until next time, my name's been Chuck, and just remember, don't forget, don't be Randy, and I'm out. Peace. What is happening? How's everybody doing today? My name is Chuck. Shock, and welcome back to a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video. Guys, here today is we're going to be talking about something brand new coming to Fortnite Battle Royale called Rolling Railways, a brand new train route. That would be absolutely insane. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, drop a fat like on. A like rating is always greatly appreciated. If you guys have not entered yourself into my monthly 5,000 V-Bucks giveaway, be sure to do so by dropping a like here on today's video, subscribing plus your notifications, then commenting down below free V-Bucks so you guys can be all entered in. If you guys do not want to wait for my monthly V-Bucks giveaway to end, you guys can always get yourself some free V-Bucks within 50 minutes of time to get yourself some free by checking out the top link in the description below. I highly recommend it because I use that myself on a daily basis to get myself all the brand new skins here in Fortnite Battle Royale. That being said though, let's hop into it and talk to you guys about rolling railways here in Fortnite Battle Royale. Okay, so like I said, rolling railways are just a brand new train route coming into Fortnite Battle Royale. I know this has been a huge topic of discussion with vehicles and just different sorts of things to allow players to transport themselves around the map at a little bit of a quicker rate. As you guys know, we do have stuff like the jump pad, we do have, impulse screens, which does, of course, allow you to move a little bit more. You can rocket ride some stuff, but I mean, has there ever been something where you can actually physically get into a car, onto a train, or just onto anything else to be able to drive yourself around the map and make it a little bit more easy to navigate the train and maybe get yourself out of the storm just that much faster? Well, there really hasn't until over on Fortnite Insider, the user actually came up with the idea of coming up with a train system that actually implements it into Fortnite Battle Royale. So I think it'd be absolutely insane, and I want to bring you guys here this article and show you guys what I'm talking about. So the first thing you guys have to be able to see is this map that'll throw up on screen. So this map, basically, if you guys can see what I'm talking about, is there's this huge train system that is going to be going around the entirety of the Fortnite Battle Royale map. You guys may be saying to yourselves, like, who is going to be actually driving this train? Well, we're going to get into it here in just a second, but the whole premise of this whole train thing actually coming to Fortnite is the fact that it'd be entirely 100% automated and there'd be no sort of player control on how fast this actually does move around the map. Because a lot of people were saying that, well, we don't need vehicles, we don't need anything else like that because the circle and everything and the map is already small enough to the point that you shouldn't really have too much of an issue getting there just by running around or using various different sorts of equipment like, jump pads, etc., etc. Well, this would actually almost eliminate that sort of fear because the only way you'd actually be able to get on the train is if it happened to come by for you at that one specific time for you to be able to hop on and actually go to maybe some sort of like the next zone. Moving on down here though, a little bit farther within this Fortnite Intel post, I want to read you guys exactly what's going to be happening here and why this concept would be so cool. It says, this concept would help players travel quicker around the map and would offer more loot to players than deciding to board the train. Players need to be careful going across the train tracks because the train would have the ability to kill players if they got in the way. Imagine that. I mean, you can die by fall damage, you can die by basically a whole bunch of random shenanigans in Fortnite Battle Royale, but imagine being run over by a train here in Fortnite and that's where you can actually die. I mean, really, that sounds ridiculous. I mean, you can be going through a tunnel and there can be a train coming up behind you and all of a sudden, man, you are just dead. That is so freaking funny to be able to see that. At one point, the circle news is a whole bunch of people that instantaneously died because they got caught in a tunnel for the train. And it says also, the user has also added, imagine the possibilities, running for your life through a tunnel bridge with an engine charging up behind you, sniping from a diner car, doing the L dance on top of the boxcar as you zoom in and out of the storm, remote explosives on the tracks to wipe out anyone hitching a ride, the prize llama as the engineer. So if you guys do not know what the prize llama is, obviously the loot llama, the thing that spawns randomly around the map and sometimes even in trees. I've seen it actually spawn like halfway up a tree. It was pretty weird. But imagine that. The prize llama is the engineer. It's taking you around, the loot, maybe there's some extra loot on the train cars, maybe some extra legendary stuff on there. But to me, that sounds freaking ridiculous, and it sounds super awesome that the possibility of even having, a train car or an automated train to go around the map. And the fact that you could actually maybe get on top of the box cars, you could actually be able to snipe people from them. I mean, it would just add such a cool gameplay element to make it so that, Fortnite is even differentiated up or just even, had a little bit more variety to how people actually play the game. I know on the map here that this actually does not go straight to Tilted Towers, which is actually a pretty good thing. It does actually go by Pleasant Park. actually a pretty good thing. It does actually go by Pleasant Park on the map, as you guys will be able to see from the image I'll put back up on screen. But it does go by Pleasant Park. It goes through like a tunnel right there. It actually does go by what is, I believe, that Wailing Woods. It goes by Moisey Mire, Fatal Fields. We do have something that actually goes right between, you know, Greasy Grove and actually, what is that, Flush Factory. Some of the names here are not in the map, so I'm just trying to go off to the best of my abilities. And it actually does go right by, I believe, what is that, the soccer field or something like that. So imagine that, a train station or something being right at the soccer field. I don't know exactly where you get on the train if it would have to stop, but nonetheless, I like to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below here on what you guys actually think about a train being added into Fortnite Battle Royale. Something this actually does bring me a little bit more to talk about is the fact that there's also something else here that somebody had brought up down in the comments on this Fortnite Insider post, and somebody actually was talking about having bicycles be added into Fortnite, because they actually hate it when the storm is 3 miles away or 3 million miles away, and it says maybe not having a motorcycle, but maybe a bicycle, because it would just be a little bit easier to get from one place to the other. It says adding the train would be cool, but you destroy the tactic players would be destroyed, leaving useless, or it would make it almost unusable. So I guess Epic Games would have to balance it out and make it so that you can't destroy the tracks. I know there's certain items here in Fortnite Battle Royale that you can actually not destroy, period. Like there's just certain, you know, land objects you can't, you know, get for resources, which is obviously probably what they have to do for the tracks. I would assume that, I mean, you can't just like blow up a bridge or something that the train would go across, as that would just derail it. And I mean, honestly, I think that'd probably make the game lag out if you had to have the train go across and derail it and everything. I mean, Fortnite is always kind of like synonymous for having a little bit of like random lag at points. I remember one time the other day I was standing on top of a building object, I was on top of a ramp, and all of a sudden I couldn't move at all. All I could do was look around, and then the next thing I know, I was on the ground below it, and I was down. So it's really important to have a bunch of lag. So I can't imagine them making it like a destructible type of thing where you blow up the train or the train tracks. It's ridiculous, and almost basically not even usable at that point. But for the fact of actually even getting, let's say, a bicycle, it's a bit easier. You can imagine seeing somebody riding a bicycle through a field and maybe hitting them, you know, with a dome shot with a sniper rifle, taking them off. I think that would lead to some really cool moments. So having a bicycle and a train would probably allow a little bit more people to get to the zone. There was a lot more people actually getting to the zone. Would this make it so that the circles actually have a lot more people in them, even at the later stages? Because it seems a lot as of recent, a lot of people do jump out until the towers, that you know, the player count dwindles very, very fast, almost sometimes by half, if not a little bit more, just at the end of the very first circle, because a lot of people jump out and they pretty much instantly die if they don't have something, and especially until the towers, there's basically only going to be 1 to 2, or maybe even like a squad that's going to make it out of Tilt the Towers alive. At least
if you write anything on your computer, you need to get Grammarly.
I write pretty much all day, every day, and Grammarly makes my writing better.
As a student, I like that it's actually correcting everything as I'm writing it.
Grammar errors, spelling errors, and even help me find the right words to use so I can say what I want to say.
It catches all those embarrassing mistakes before I hit send.
I downloaded Grammarly. Horribly effective. It's the perfect
that's going to make it out until the towers alive. At least that's what happens when my squad jumps into the towers. We're going to be the absolute last people in Tilted unless there's new. That's see all the destruction caused. We don't taking you out. So I guess that's really going to be about it as far as the bicycles and transportation goes. I know a lot of people, I would like to just kind of mention this real fast, a lot of people have been talking about the whole meteor strike happening in Fortnite and how there's a whole bunch of different Morse code. I covered that in my previous video, but I want to mention it here at the end of this one. It's actually, the date was actually said to be 418. Whether that actually means is April 18th, so here roughly in around 11 days or so that, you know, the new meteor strike is actually going to be hitting Tilted Towers, or is it going to be entirely missing Tilted Towers? We don't exactly know, but I figured you guys would just kind of enjoy that little tidbit of information there, that people actually use the Morse code, and it kind of brought it up to that sort of point. And then lastly, I did cover the space theme potential for Season 4. I think that'd be absolutely ridiculous, and I'd be interested to see, are they going to be doing something regarding a new map, or, you know, just a space theme, or something entirely crazy and wacky based on all the different outfits and suggestions. Because even today with the brand new daily item reset, we got all space theme stuff. So it seems like Fortnite has got a huge sort of fascination with space, aliens, and everything of the sort. So if you guys are going to look out for everything Fortnite Battle Royale that's happening to you, have enjoyed this video, drop a like, always appreciate it. Enter your song, I find out, but you like to drop a like, commenting down below for your
Mama.
Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Hope to see you around on the
I know I'm not talking that much, but
future. But until next time, just don't be daft, don't be Randy, and I'm out. Peace.
Fantastic day, and in today's video I'm actually going to be announcing a brand new limited time mode that is coming to Fortnite Battle Royale, which is actually linked to the comet in the sky. That actually might be the confirmation that we all need that this comet is just going to set up a brand new limited time mode, which would be very awesome. But anyway, before we actually get talking about all this brand new information, guys, please do not forget to leave a like on the video, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Fortnite Twitch's guide videos, including leaks and giveaways in the future. Also, I did a video yesterday, or maybe a couple of hours ago, I'm not really sure when I posted it, but basically it was actually showing that there is actually an Easter egg underneath Tilted Towers. Somebody actually went underneath the Tilted Towers and actually found this underneath it, which is very weird and awesome. So if you haven't already seen that video, guys, go and check it out, it's very interesting. Other than that though, let's get into today's video. So, around about a couple of hours ago, there was actually a guy who leaked out all of the brand new skins for Fortnite Battle Royale. His name is 2 Epic Buddies, so I just want to kind of say thank you very much, dude, for going inside the game files and checking them out, and we all appreciate it. And after he actually found all of the skins that are in Fortnite Battle Royale, he went on to actually dive into the files and find more and more stuff that we have no idea about. And boy, did he get good. He did good, guys, I'm telling you. Obviously, what you can see right now is actually a screenshot from the in-game file. This is actually like if you use a tool to visualize the in-game file. This is what it looks like to see. And this is particularly interesting because what it actually is the comet is apparently an event.
Right, I'm gonna go here. Then
yeah, Ethna, that's the event of this comet. Like if you go into the files and see the comet file itself, it'll say something like Ethna event, and that is basically what this is. And these were brand new game files added yesterday with the actual patch. And as you can see, it says here, Ethna playlist impact Ethna game data, playlist impact solo, and then it also says Ethna game data, Ethna loot tier data client, Ethna resource rate, Ethna game data. So basically, what this actually is it's saying first off here that there is going to be a playlist for solo, so you can actually play solos on it, and also it has a loot tier data, so basically how much loot you're going to find around the map, and also resource rates, how much resources you're going to find when you either fight on the floor, when you pick up ammunition, all of that kind of stuff, you know. There is one thing that I'm actually very confused about, is that why does it say solid gold right there? I don't know, but if I find out any more information, you know, possible. If you just kind of look at the writing underneath where it says Ethna game data, it'll say impact, solo, and then also LAN. And what this is actually speculative is that this is going to be a brand new game mode called Impact, that is going to be activated sometime in the next couple of weeks. And I but then again, I don't know, that is just what I think. But again, please guys, take that with a grain of salt. But this actually could be a brand new game type coming soon to Fortnite Battle Royale, in which the comet actually crashes down in front of me, and then it does something crazy fun. I have no idea what it would be. Maybe it change the map into like a desert map for a day or two. I don't know, but that would be extremely cool if they did actually do that. All we know is that this is actually a LTM that's going to be released in the game, and if you play solos or
2 seconds, guys.
Now, what I would really like to see is that at the start, when it's the start of the limited time, you know, we actually see that the comet crash down on the earth, you know, the island, and the next thing it just wipes the and it just there's clouds all around the map, and after the dust settles, you actually get revealed that yes, wow, the fact the mountain's actually way worse than it was. It's actually got desert, all the trees are dead, there's no trees open, a lot of the houses are broken and everything, and it's actually a desert map for a couple of days. But yeah, I don't know what you think of the comments section below, guys. If you're excited about this, the comment.
I'm back.
Maybe the comment isn't going to get until forever. Maybe it's just going to be until the limited time mode is actually over. But until then, until like next week or, you know, even the week after that, we won't officially know. But if I hear any more news on all of this stuff, guys, I will make a video as soon as possible. I'll thank you guys, so please do not forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and I guess just await the videos and have an awesome.
Hi. Zach. Imagine just getting the RPG and then eliminating 5 people. At Dusty, and then you go to... No, I mean, you go to Subway Shop, get an RPG, get all the chests, what you need. You get 7 chests and then run to, head to final circles on Dusty with 6 people left and you kill them all. Like 2 secs. I'm back. Anyway, I'm gonna be ending the stream here. So thank you very much for watching, and yeah, see you when I start back streaming with the new internet. Bye.